Hello YouTubers and welcome to Mud Max Metal Detecting. Long time no see. I do have some footage of a dig from about 4 weeks ago. Not much, but there were a couple of nice finds and I'll pop that on at the end for you. So there is a little bit of dig action on the video. But what do you do when it's hot and the ground's bone dry and most of your permissions are in fields of oilseed rape like mine are at the moment? Well, I've been doing some experimenting. I've got something to show you really. I'm not telling anyone what to do, it's just something for you to consider, a bit of food for thought. It's just to do with your swing speed and the way you move your machine and the way you walk. And so you can pose the question to yourself really, how much might I be missing? So to do this, I needed something that I could swing, a target, something that I could show you what I was doing without damaging the machine. Empty beer cans seem to be the popular choice. That's at least what I thought anyway. So for the last few weeks, I've had great fun emptying the beer cans, the things I do for metal detecting science, eh? So let's have a look. Let's do a swing speed that's pretty average, and then let me show you how I swing on my Roman sight to make sure that I don't miss anything. We'll have a look at the two back to back, see what you think. Okay, so we've got the cans laid out. What we're going to do now is we're going to do an average swing speed, average go with an average size coil. And let's just see how many of these cans we hit and let's see how many of these cans we miss. Okay, now as you can see, there's still a lot of cans standing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cans still standing up. I missed 2 right at the beginning. I missed 3 almost closely together there. I missed another one there, another one there, another one there. And I think actually the impact of one probably knocked over another 1 or 2. I'll look back on the video. But I've absolutely missed loads of room there. Absolutely tons. So you can see how much of the ground I've completely missed. And I wasn't going fast, as you saw. That was just a nice swing and step, swing and step, swing and step. And I missed an awful lot of targets. Okay, so what you might have also noticed on that first run through as well is I didn't really move any of the cans laying on their side. Now those cans laying on their side are nearly 3 inches deep. So if you've got a machine that hits a hammered coin at 5 inches or 6 inches, you've lost 3 inches of that. So if that coin's 4 inches under the ground, you've missed it. So let's see what I consider to be the real way to swing if you want to make sure you don't miss anything. You'll see I'm barely moving. Now, this is slow going, but my coil is right against the soil and I'm hitting every single can. If you look at my feet, you'll see I'm not stepping. I'm just shuffling forward. So that coil has stayed really low to the floor. It's gone nice and slow. The coil is covering every bit of ground and I'm watching the coil. I'm not stepping, I'm watching the coil and I'm just moving my feet slowly forward. That is how you cover all the ground, keep the coil nice and low to the soil and make sure that you don't miss anything. Okay, so there you go. You could definitely see the difference in the two, couldn't you? When you're strolling along, and I wasn't going particularly fast the first time, I really wasn't. I was just moving along at a very leisurely, average pace that I see so many detectorists going at. But as you saw, quite a lot of standing cans, and all the ones that were laying on the floor, I missed a lot. That's 3 inches of depth gone right there. So interesting feedback, make of it what you will, hope you liked it. And now let's have a look at the finds from about 4 weeks ago, shall we? Well, this musket ball is just crude in so many ways. It's got a line running all the way around it. It wasn't really finished off very well, to be honest. It's also got a huge sprue piece where it was nipped off. And it's not properly round. So it was either just put together really, really badly, or it's been put together fairly badly and fired and hit something, I don't know. But it's so heavy. That's a cracking old musket ball, that one. Okay, so fresh up folks, literally just pushed the soil out the way with the probe that little round thing there fell out. It's been a hot, hard day in the sun, but I'm pretty sure we've got ourselves a lovely little Roman coin. So I'm going to put my glasses on, clean it up a bit. Oh crikey, yeah, I can see a figure standing on that without my glasses. Oh lovely. Let's get this on close up, shall we folks? Okay, so there's the Emperor. Absolutely loads of detail on this coin, absolutely over the moon. It's boiling out here, but this is my prize for sweating it out in the sun. And the back, absolutely loads of detail there as well. Look at that figure carrying the standard, and looks like they're dragging a captive. Loads of detail. I should have no trouble identifying this one, but that is absolutely fantastic. I am absolutely over the moon with that. Getting to the last few pickings on this permission, so to pull another Roman with that much detail, that really is extremely satisfying. Over the moon with that. Well, I really had to work hard for that one. I started off with a good signal, then it went a bit scrappy. I moved around to get around some stones, and I ended up losing the middle of the target, ended up being in the side wall, and what appears to be a coin has finally dropped out. It's slightly convex concave, but I don't think it's a button. I think it's just gone that way. It might be a little bit too round to be a Roman. I really don't know about that. We need to clean this one up. It looks quite worn, but that really took some fighting for, but we got it in the end. Let's have a look on close up, shall we? Okay, well sadly this appears to be a copper that's seen better days. I'm pretty sure that that is a coin. Very well, I'm 100% sure it's a coin, to be honest. But it's quite a small one, and it must be going back a fair old way. Who knows? You can't really tell with ones like that. Very worn, but nice to get it out all the same. I'll give it a really thorough clean up at home, and you never know, we might just find a bit of detail. But that one, is that a line at the bottom? I don't know. Difficult to tell out here in the field. Needs a bit more cleaning. We might just get something off it. But a very worn, very early copper. Okay folks, I've just popped you on because I've chased this little tiny fragment all over the place. It was actually double bleeping, and I had to go right back to the front, so it wasn't far off the surface. I think it might be what's left of a very small Roman coin. So I'm going to give it a clean up, and then we'll have a look. Okay, so I actually managed to mix up that little tiny coin there at the end with a couple of others. Do apologise for that, but it's one of these three. Anyway, just to finish off the video, I just wanted to point something out really. There's my thumbnail, and that gives you an idea of how small these little tiny Romans can be. And when you think about it, it's not difficult to swing past one of those if you're not covering every piece of ground. So there you go, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the demonstrations. Just some food for thought really, but in my opinion, when you're on good land and you really want to make sure you get little beauties like these out, you've got to cover every inch, and you've got to go slow. Okay folks, good luck, happy hunting, and I'll see you soon.